What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Ray Gabino, man, back again with another video for y'all. I'm here with the Baltimore Ravens 2021 season prediction, season preview and predictions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hope we do good this season. We got weapons. We got what we need. We just need a Greg Roman, expand the playbook. Please. That's all you got to do. But, yeah, man, I've been a Baltimore fan since 2002, since Eric came in the league straight out of Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all the Ravens fans know Miami is another home for the Ravens. But, yeah, man, you're finna run my mouth all day. I want to hear what he have to say about our Ravens. So, without further ado, and I just realized he wearing the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, that's not a Pittsburgh Steelers hat. That's the baseball team hat. And he got the jersey. I hope he just don't say anything wrong. Because everybody know if you're a Ravens fan, that's our rival. But we respect the Steelers, though. Let's do this.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Muse podcast. Today is day 2 of 32 teams in 32 days, and we are talking about the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, sir.
When I look back to last year on this podcast, I predicted the Baltimore Ravens would go 13-3 last year. They ended up going 11-5. They won their first playoff game under Lamar Jackson, which I thought was huge. I thought he was maybe shaking off that postseason history. They ended up losing to the Bills in a pretty tough game. Lamar got a little banged up toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
But they lost 17-3 to the Buffalo Bills. So what we're doing today is we are going to be talking about my season preview, my predictions for the Ravens, what they've done this offseason. And so let's get to it. When we look at Baltimore's additions/re-signings, we see that they brought back the Gus Bus,
yes,
Gus Edwards,
yes,
Pernell McPhee, Derek Wolfe, L.J. Ford, Tyrus Bowser, Kevin Zeitler, Sammy Watkins, Alejandro Villanueva, and Jawan James. All right, so pretty decent crew moving in. As far as departures, they lost Mark Ingram, Orlando Brown, Matt Judon,
Matthew Judon. You had to go get that money
on, baby. Those guys,
I wish you never
two ones
left.
that jump off the page as far as departures are
I ain't
Orlando
crying
Brown,
for it, but that did hurt my feelings when you left.
I get the Orlando Brown thing. You're not going to pay him left tackle money to play right tackle. And I think they got pretty decent compensation for it. It's just still kind of a not great loss if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan. And Matt Judon was a guy who he's not the greatest, edge rusher or linebacker in the world, but I think he was a very Baltimore guy. And I think he's a guy who can play
he's one of the
best
pass
styles
rushers.
in different ways and kind of cover holes because he's very versatile.
Don't do my mans like that. So when I say hold on or whatever, just know it's an ad that just came on. So back to the video.
Kind of almost feels like a Patriots kind of linebacker. When we go to the draft picks that Baltimore had in this past draft, we see with their first round pick, one of their first round picks, they get Rashad Bateman from Minnesota, a wide receiver that I really, really liked. With this loaded wide receiver class, I thought he was a guy that was flying underneath the radar. He kind of, honestly, my comp to him was almost like a Derek Mason, who we saw in later career in Baltimore, where he's a guy who just does a lot of things very, very well. More athletic than you kind of think he is. Very good hands, very sharp route runner, and I think he's a guy who I'm going to guess in his career probably isn't going to make an all-pro team, but I think he's going to be a guy who's a constant winner and just making the
he's going to make it to all-pro team. He's going to make it
for his entire career. We see they got the project away from Penn State, absolutely twitched up, freak athlete. Didn't have the production at Penn State, but he's a guy who, if anybody's going to coach him up, it's probably going to be Baltimore.
Yeah.
They know how to coach up edge rushers. Example, Terrell Suggs. He's a guy that they're taking a flyer out on to get that edge pressure. They also got Ben Cleveland, Brandon Stevens, and Sean Wade. We look at the team strengths, and when I look at Baltimore's roster, their offseason, and kind of just that team philosophy is they're in every single game. And I know you can say that about a lot of really, really good teams. But what I mean by that is their running offense is absolutely dominant.
Facts. We do got
the most best we've seen in a long, long time. And their secondary is vicious. Not only do they have just a bunch of ball hogs back there, but you look at Marlon Humphreys forcing fumbles like he's Peanut Tillman. They're mean, they're physical. and they're a team that's like nearly impossible to blow them out. So they're pretty much in every single game. When I look at their weaknesses, of course, you kind of go to the down the field passing with Lamar Jackson. I made a prediction on the podcast last year that I thought he would take the leap in the passing game.
Me too.
That did not necessarily come to fruition, but if you look at it, he really didn't have a ton of talent as far as pass catchers around him.
Thank you.
You look at Mark Andrews, who, is a tight end who's very accomplished, very talented, but I don't think by any means he can, hold the jockstrap of a Kelsey or a Kittle.
Right.
That's no disrespect to him. He just plays a different style. He's not necessarily that huge receiving threat. Great blocker as well. As far as receivers, they got Des Bryant off the garbage pile. So he didn't really have a ton of top tier talent to throw the ball.
Yeah,
to.
he don't have. That's
what
I'm trying to tell you. He don't have that type of talent to throw it up to them and make them plays.
They have Hollywood Brown. So I think that this is going to be the season that Lamar should take the leap. Also, that my other concern with the Baltimore Ravens is pass rush. You lose Judon, who, like I said, is not elite as a pass rusher, but I think he's an elite linebacker, if that makes sense. Because I think he does a lot of things very, very well. Can Away come in rookie season and take some of those numbers? If you're a Ravens fan, you're hoping so. But as far as that goes, it's kind of similar to Pittsburgh. They're just lacking a little bit of depth in that area. You're hoping Tyrus Bowser steps up and really starts to eat up some of those numbers. He's been a guy who they've kind of wanted in a situational type role for his career so far. We'll see how that goes. Biggest question mark of the Baltimore Ravens. And I don't think this is really debatable, but we look at it and is if the Ravens get down 1 or 2 scores, they're down 10 points, can Lamar lead a passing attack to get them back in? So
he need the weapons.
6 minutes in a game.
He got
down
that.
2 scores. Very doable.
They got to get open.
You go down.
And Sammy Watkins know how to get open.
Either kick a field goal tied up, touchdown, tied up, win it, whatever. But you're down 2 scores. Is he that guy? And so far, no, he's not. I love Lamar Jackson. I'm a Steelers fan, but I love Lamar Jackson. And this Ravens team's fun, man. I love J.K. Dobbins. I love Bateman.
We respect y'all.
So they have a lot of dudes who I'm a big fan of.
He gonna make it happen this season for sure.
He just
didn't, like you said, he just didn't have the weapons.
If Lamar's ever going to become that guy, I hope he does.
I
really hope he does. Steelers, but I hope he does. Just because he's an electrifying guy, man. We've never seen him. We've never seen a guy like him. Michael Vick, not the same kind of athlete Lamar Jackson was. For my record prediction for this year for the Baltimore Ravens, I am saying they go 11-6. I think they have some questions, like I just stated, that they need to kind of figure out, and so there might be a little.
Everybody stay healthy, but somebody's always getting injured.
But they're such a veteran team, and they're so well coached with Harbaugh that I think they find a way to win a lot of those games where it's 50-50 games. They've been there, they've done it. They never feel like they're going through a transition or anything like that. They're just gamers, man. They constantly have guys ready, next man up. So I'm saying 11-6 for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think they win the division, and I'll talk about who I think is going to win the division next episode.
Yeah, we winning our division.
Yeah, I think
we winning our division. Oh, you talking like in our
prediction?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave you guys with this: is I think J.K. Dobbins proves himself to be one of the best backs in the league. They don't miss Mark Ingram. I think Gus Edwards is still doing Gus Edwards things, but I think J.K. Dobbins will rush for over 1,300 yards this season, and I don't think it's just going to be a guy who's just filling in. Like you look at the Denver Broncos in the 2000s, and they could throw any running back there and rush for 1,000 yards when that was still like super prevalent. I don't think he's going to be a guy who rushes for 1,300 yards because he's in Baltimore's offense. I think he's going to be a guy who rushes for 1,300 yards because he's an extremely talented running back. So I'm kind of
we got a good running back duo.
The ascension of J.K. Dobbins, and that is my bold prediction for the Baltimore Ravens, along with my season prediction. If you guys,
I see why you say we go 11-6, but I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna go 11-6. This is just his opinion, though. I think we're gonna make it out of our division. We say Browns, yeah, but everybody's forgetting like Lamar got people he can throw it to nowadays. He actually got weapons he can throw it to. So, yeah, tell me what y'all think about the Ravens. Y'all prediction of the season. Comment down below. You feel me? If you like my video, comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. It's your boy Ray Gabino. Now go. Peace.